video. I know I talked about this kind of stuff before, but it's about the printing, the digit creation. And they will not stop. It will not end at all until they are forced to end, until they're forced to stop. Forced by people not going along with it. That's who can do it. It doesn't have to be an arm revolution or anything like that. I mean, it could be that has happened in the past, but I'm just talking people just not going along with it. People just saying, we're not buying this crap you're saying has value to it anymore. We're going back to hard assets and real assets. Just think about it. So, like the digits that's in your ledger, that is at a bank or whatever institution that supposedly has real value to it, whether it's your 401k, IRA, your savings account, your checking account, whatever. They're digits. They're invisible. And I've said this before. They're as real as money in a video game, Super Mario Brothers, or Zelda, or name your favorite game that has money. Coins or stuff that's shown as money in a video game. That's the same thing. These digits, they're not real. They're only as real as you believe in them, because they have no real value to them. So just think about this. You're in a scenario where havoc breaks out and everyone's scraping by, trying to get by. There's not much power. There's issues with a whole bunch of other stuff, natural disasters and tyranny, that kind of stuff. What are you going to want to do? Because stores aren't open really. Some are, some pawn shops maybe, and some other barter type places are, or some neighbors who have some stuff are bartering. Say, we can barter, we can do this, we can get you guys supplies or whatever it is you need. And we'll get through this, whether it's a week or a month or maybe it's a year. And now all the other regular places that you're used to going to, the shops, the stores, that kind of stuff, are closed down for the most part because of, put your favorite thing in there, emergency situation, terrorist thing, or civilized, resistance deal, or whatever it is, call it. So because of that, they're closed down, or hackers, or whatever. They're not going to accept these imaginary digits. Say, hey, my credit card, or my ATM card, or here's my phone, let me swipe it. It's all shut down. They're like, we're not going to accept that. That's no real value to it. We can't get to our providers. We can't get to our distributors. We can't get to another place to purchase the things that we need for our families with what you're trying to give us. It has no real value. But if you walk in there and you have one of these, it's 1 ounce of silver. You say, hey, I would like to purchase these goods, these items. Here's 2 of them. These groceries, just whatever it is, this gasoline, these medical supplies, these tools or whatever to get by. Let me give you these, and then we'll trade for the things that I need. And that person he's not accepting your digits, not accepting your paper currency because of the way things are. But he's like, well, you know what? No. This, I can get other people. Other people will want this. It's silver. It has a real use case. They use this in electronics and a whole bunch of other things around the world. And if my neighbor doesn't want this to barter with, I know there's a plethora of people who will accept this because this has real value to it. So then they would say, okay, yeah, we can do that. And if it's a larger item, you could even, bring this out. This is a 1/4 ounce of gold Philharmonic. And it's not, and you can't see it that well, but it's a 1/4 ounce of gold. And you're like, okay, well, roughly $500 or so. I would like these larger items or this larger item, and I got this, they would take this over those digits of that paper, especially in that scenario like I talked about. Or if you're like, all I got, I got this is what I got. It's still, this is a Silver Eagle. It's been around the block. It's definitely dirty. It's definitely been abused. It's scratched, that kind of stuff. But this still is 1 ounce of silver. It still has real value, real use case. And there's still a demand for this over any paper or any digits there are. Real. You can't go to a different country with your digits and show everyone, and they'll want it. They'll take it. Even shops say no, we don't want that. This, on the other hand, they know what that is. They'll accept it, and you can barter with it. Same with this. Same deal. They're like, oh yeah, that's gold. And we know gold's good everywhere and around the world for the most part. Everywhere. It's not like having fiat currency from Zimbabwe or Venezuela or even USA, that's the widely most known one. But still, this is so much more use cases than the paper dollar or the digital digits dollar from America, the Federal Reserve notes is. So think about that, because that's what the people, and they're pulling these strings for the puppets we call politicians. They're doing that. They're buying all these real assets and all these mineral rights and all this land and this gold and silver, that kind of stuff. As they're getting all the real physical items, everyone else is drowning in nothing of real value, just digits and lies and Ponzi schemes, that's it. So you'll continue to be ripped off until they can no longer steal from you. You will continue to be ripped off until they can no longer steal from you. Once you're smart about it and you've wised up and you've started changing things, then don't allow them to steal from you as much or hopefully at all. So right now, if you're not buying assets or investing in things that hold real value, real wealth, you'll continue to allow them to steal from you every second of your life. You and your family. That's all I had to say. This is a real quick video. But hopefully you take this and you think about it. It doesn't take much to get involved. Yes, if you have never done it before, it's not that big of a deal. And if you go to any, not all, but most any coin shops around, most places are going to be more than happy to try to teach you or answer any questions you may have, because they are excited that other people are getting involved in this, because they know what real money and real wealth and real value is. And they like to spread the word. Even you can go online and start learning it there too. There's a bunch of people that, on YouTube and other, networks, video networks, that post great stuff. Mike Maloney, Doug Casey, there's ITM Trading. Those are just a few of them. But anyways, I just hope you got something out of this. And if you like this, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. As always, stay vigilant. Protect yourself, your family, your health, protect your wealth.